Welcome to the PFPod, a podcast where we break down the action, strategy, and excitement of robotics competitions like FIRST and beyond.
From last-minute pit fixes to championship-winning plays, we're here to talk about what makes robotics more than just a competition.
Whether you're a builder, coder, driver, or just love the energy of a great event, we've got stories, insights, and maybe a few battle scars to share.
So, let's gear up, dive in, and talk about the world of competitive robotics. Hi everyone, and welcome back. It's one of your co-hosts, Lindsey here, and today we have a very exciting episode for you with a very exciting guest. We have Sam.
Hi everyone, I'm Sam. I'm the media director at PFP and kind of the director of the PFPod, I suppose, and we're super excited to give you an ASMR episode. So what is ASMR? As a big fan of ASMR of several years, ASMR is an autonomous sensory median response. Basically, it's often described as a relaxing feeling that's felt throughout the body, especially around the head and the back, and this feeling is often called a tingle. These tingles can be triggered by various triggers, such as tapping, scratching, or even whispering.
So today, we're going to be bringing you a FIRST-themed ASMR episode featuring game pieces and various robot items while we learn a little bit more about Sam and what they do, a part of PFP.
Yay!
So let's dive in. Sam, tell us about yourself while we mix in some ASMR.
Okay, I'm excited for this. This is a good noise, guys. Oh yeah, I enjoyed that.
Okay, Sam. Let's hear where you're from.
Alright, I am a FIRST alum of FRC Team 1024, Go Kilobytes, out of Indianapolis, Indiana. I currently am a Purdue student, a junior. I'm majoring in natural resources and environmental science. I love the trees and the plants, and I hate trash and pollution. And I'm minoring in anthropology. I really love the study of humans and diversity and culture and everything of that sort. It's been super cool to combine those studies together.
So Sam, how did you decide that was something you wanted to do?
I, in 5th grade, discovered the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which, if you're not familiar, it's this huge island of trash in the Pacific Ocean. And it's basically where all the currents mix together and it brings all the trash and litter. Is made this huge island of litter and pollution and trash. It's just an island made out of plastic.
Just a huge island.
And that made me so angry. I decided I was going to do something about it. And so now I want to go into waste management, environmental conservation, things of that sort. Not entirely sure yet, but I'm excited about it.
You just want to cut up all that trash.
I cut up all that trash.
Oh yeah.
But I'm also against microplastics, so maybe
Yeah.
I won't cut it up too much.
Maybe just get rid of. So focused.
I see that. That was good. That was really good.
So Sam, we heard that you're in charge of media. What does media do?
Yeah, so I'm the PFP media director. I've been director this year, and I'm also going to be director for next year. And I'm super excited because I actually have a media team this time for next year. In the past, it's just been me and 2 lovely other people, Elizabeth and Bryce, but they've both graduated and moved on. So this past year, it was a little frustrating, mostly working by myself. Of course, I had the help of the lovely PFPod team, but for the most part, running social media and dealing with flyers, designing flyers, lots of graphic design. But for the most part, I'd say our biggest project right now is the podcast, and it's been super exciting to be a part of that. Yeah, I'd say that's a lot of what we do. It's a lot of PR and outreach. And on top of being a part of the podcast, being our biggest project, I'd say our biggest project outside of that is merch design. I'm wearing this year's merch. Purdue FIRST Programs. I did design this, super proud of it. Also designed last year's. But next year, I would love to get more people involved in the design process.
Put our hands together for Sam. Have some paper. Sorry, distracted. I got distracted. It doesn't peel. Oh, then I got it.
Yes.
Okay. So, Sam.
Yes, Lindsay.
Being a part of media and PFP altogether, what's your favorite part?
I love the community that comes with Purdue FIRST Programs. I find myself struggling a lot of the time to put myself in environments with a lot of people. A lot of that comes from anxiety and whatnot, but Purdue FIRST Programs has really given me an opportunity to feel welcomed with people that have similar, but honestly pretty varying differences from me. A lot of you are engineers, computer science people, not quite my cup of tea. A lot of you have also built the robots in the past, also not my cup of tea. But I really love PFP. I think the social side of it is just really fantastic. I get a lot of volunteer hours and it really makes me feel a little bit more fulfilled with my life. And it's just like a fun side project for me. All the media stuff is like an artistic outlet.
So, kind of on that note, what did you do a part of your team?
Pretty much the same thing I do now, honestly. We did a lot of outreach. We worked a lot with the idea of STEAM, not STEM, really trying to introduce the idea of art being an important part of the engineering and math communities. And we worked a lot with local children in our community, giving them what we called STEAM boxes. Shout out to Sienna for that. She really was the lead of that project in high school.
Snaps for that.
Snaps.
Oh, I hit the mic. Okay, sorry.
And I ran the Instagram my senior year, really tried to get some more pictures going. But of course, you're only a high schooler. Sometimes it's hard to work with what you got. But I think I've really grown. I like doing the same things, but my skills have definitely grown, and I've become more able to apply that to a larger community.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Should we take an ASMR break?
I think we should take an ASMR break. Okay, I'd love that.
Do you want any?
What do I have?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Dozer. Dozer.
Oh, you gotta put him forward.
His wheels are kind of broken.
Oh, no.
Okay, so for those of us who are only listening, those of you that are only listening, I suppose, Dozer is this first community robot that it's what it sounds like. He's essentially a box with a little Dozer scoop as a face. And someone in PFP, I'm going to assume Gabe.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he's a big fan of Dozer. Created a paper replica of Dozer, and I found it to be really good ASMR.
Do the drag.
Oh yeah.
Gorgeous.
Do some. Ooh, that's its wheels. Very good.
Oh, it sounds like rain.
Oh, that didn't sound like anything.
I expected it to
Ooh,
there we go.
here, you try.
Okay. Here we go, Dozer.
Oh yeah. I'm a big fan of this Dozer trigger.
It's like driving.
Yeah.
Okay.
A plus Dozer. Oh yeah. For sure. Personal favorite, I think. He might come back later.
So, Sam, shifting gears a little bit. You mentioned your major is not something that you traditionally think of when you think of robotics. You mentioned how you got into it, but do you think that robotics applies to your major? Or FIRST in general?
think, honestly, I want to say yes, because I think that STEM and FIRST as a whole, as a community, can apply to everything. It definitely leans towards more the social side. I don't really use too many of my technical, well, I'm going to take that back. I don't use too many engineering skills, but I am a science major. It's environmental science, and so obviously that's STEM related. Technology, a huge part of environmental science is the technology we use, like geographical information systems and surveying techniques that I know civil engineers use. So I guess even then it is like engineering-esque. Yes, correct. And there's a lot of math involved too, especially if you're on the data analyzing side of things. And I'm in a lot of classes that focus a lot about like Excel sheets and understanding business behind agriculture as well. And yeah, so at least with STEM, it is very applicable to environmental science, and honestly anthropology too. It's a lot of data collection and understanding of things. But I think with FIRST, obviously it's not really related to robots as much, at least when you first think about it. But then even recently, the past years, FIRST has really brought up, like with this season, Reefscape, there's been a lot of focus with using robots to scan and understand the health of like water and marine life, and that's just been super cool to see, as well as like you can use robots to detect oxygen levels and tree health and just all sorts of things. And honestly, like, it's been super cool in FIRST, because I think if I wasn't in FIRST, I would not have known that those technologies exist, because we don't really talk about those in class, or at least I don't, because I definitely also focus more on the political side of things, policy and regulations, and we just never talk about robots or anything. And I think it's just super cool to know that those technologies do exist, and that there are people out there who can take the skills that they learned from FIRST and apply them to bettering the planet.
Yeah, I think that's a good lesson, that even if like what you want to do is not directly related, that not only do you gain those soft skills, but you become a more well-rounded person. From my team, we had these twins, and they're at school to be doctors now. Obviously, there's not a huge correlation there, but they're much more rounded individuals.
You can do surgery with a robot.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
They did surgery on a grape.
They did surgery on a grape. Wasn't that crazy?
That was cool.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I would be kind of scared to get surgery done by a robot, I'm going to be honest. Not that I don't trust the people that design the robot, but if I had to get like open heart surgery, I don't know if that's my thing.
Having seen how many times our robot didn't work, I mean...
Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, hopefully those wouldn't be designed by high schoolers. Not that I don't believe in you guys fully, just... You're better at playing your sports robots.
Yeah, but one day they're going to be the ones doing that.
One day. That's why you're building your skills now. And I'm very proud of you.
Yes. Keep going. So, Sam.
Yes, Lindsay.
Do you have any favorite PFP memories?
Oh, Lindsay, I have so many.
Oh, give us your best. Actually, give us your second favorite.
My second favorite. Okay. Let me look at my little list real quick.
Wait while you think. For all our watch or listeners on Spotify or audio only platforms, this is a Rubik's Cube. That was a struggle.
Okay, so I think I've made my decision. It's hard because all of these, they're not necessarily like better than one of the others. They're just like shorter, small, like tidbits, memories that I have from this organization. And I'm gonna say that my second favorite is possibly making the behavior chart that our like officer and exec team uses currently. It's just a fun little thing we have. It's all fun and games, but it was this semester, a day in the office, Sam, Gabe, and I decided to make a behavior chart, kind of encourage good behavior from everyone, but it's all PFP themed. So we decided to make 6 categories, and we were like, from best to worst. But it can't be like awesome, great, good. No, it had to be PFP themed words. So starting from the top, we have PF Perfect Angel. And the joy of making this behavior chart was finding those P words that worked with it. So then after PF Perfect Angel, we have PF Pookie, which is my favorite to be on. And then we follow that up with PF Permissible. You're doing good, and we're proud, but maybe you can step it up. But a lot of these ones were just really fun to find the words for, because then next after that we have PF Paranoid, which of course inspired by the new Tyler the Creator album, The Chromacopia. Paranoid. So after PF Paranoid, you get a little bit more worrisome. You end up in PF Problematic. Problematic? That was a good word that we discovered. And then last, and certainly not least, we have PF Purgatory. That one, you don't want to be in PF Purgatory. But we were just really proud of the vocab words that we were able to find that fit our behavior chart as we needed it.
It's a very team bonding when you get to see where you are on the chart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Encourages people to stop by the office.
And it's a fun weekly activity we have to reorganize everyone before our officer meeting, or our exec meetings. I'm not an officer, I don't know why I keep saying that.
Sorry, I got distracted. This is a very easy distracting episode.
I agree. And speaking of distraction, I kind of want to try out. So we have sub-team Olympics every year, and we've created a Pong game.
Deep Space Pong, right?
Yes. That's related, themed, the Deep Space Pong, Deep Space, 2019 FRC game. That was my first FRC game ever. And I think that was goated. One of the best games out there in my personal opinion.
It's pretty. It's my favorite.
And so we made little cups to represent the cargo ships. That might have been loud.
That's okay. I have to lean it over.
I don't know if that just sounded good, but it also felt kind of nice to have the ball roll around in the cup. I'm gonna be so honest.
Alright.
But Lindsay's gonna try her hand at bouncing in it. And she made it! 3-pointer! Oh.
Let's see if I can do it again. Fun fact, my uncle, he went to the national championship for Pong.
Wow. I didn't know that was a thing.
Me neither. There's a documentary out there about him.
What's it called? Plug it?
I can't. He works for the government. He tried to get it wiped from the internet.
That's so upsetting.
Sorry, off track. It's in my blood. He taught me how to play.
Okay. Oh,
I'm making my uncle
it's upset.
Okay, I'm coming back.
Yeah! And the crowd goes crazy. Yeah!
Keeping with the deep space theme, we have, what do they call these?
Hatch panels. Hatch panels in cargo.
We have a hatch panel from 2019.
Do you think you could put your head through it?
I wear like a crown.
Oh, yes. That's perfect.
Yes. Ready? Okay. I think that one was good.
That was really good.
I felt that one in my soul.
That was good.
Okay.
Give me that back.
So, back to on topic. That was your second favorite. What is your first?
I think my first favorite is basically any car ride back from any event ever. We're all really tired, pretty much sleep deprived, running on caffeine, and of course our wonderful volunteer meals, but we're running on caffeine. And we get back in our car, usually with Sam, our president, and we tend to lean towards sing-along songs. But coming back from state was really, I think, a special one. It was the last competition of the season this year, and it was a really good car. It was me, Sam, Lydia, Avi, and Aditya, and we started playing mixes of Tyler the Creator, Disney songs, a lot of Mamma Mia. It was a really good moment where we're all singing together, and I don't know, it's just like you're really bonding together, and I love our car rides because you're usually stuck with each other for at least an hour. You're gonna have to have fun. Even the car ride there, we were throwing it back to like 2017, like 21 Pilots. We were having an emo moment.
A good era.
It was a good era. It was a nostalgic era. Probably won't bring it back permanently, but it was really fun for us, I think, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I liked our car rides a lot.
It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get some FLO representation.
Okay. We recently had our Launchpad event with the College of Computer Science. Yeah, and I think it went well. We had a few mentors show up. We had a couple students show up. It was really good for the kids to get in there and learn how to play with Legos or build robots.
We have some Lego Technics parts here that we're going to play with.
Alyssa and Amy just organized these, so I feel a little bad for mixing them up, but we won't do that. Don't worry, guys.
We'll put them back.
I like that piece.
I feel like this is a good time to highlight that, even though, like, it's probably been a few years since all of us have ever had the chance to be in FLO, we're still very involved with our FLO and community, and even though that's probably the program that most of us have not been involved in for the longest time, we still have a big focus there.
Yeah, I was never involved with FLO or FTC. My area never had a team. We only had FRC, but I did do VEX, and while that's not Legos, I think it gave me the closest thing I'll ever get to building a robot. And not first, but it's a robotics organization, and that's what this podcast is about. So yeah, I didn't hate that experience. And our design notebook was really good. We got an award, so yeah. This one has a little bit of Velcro on it.
Oh, tool lock, that's my favorite. My favorite part about building an FLL field, not putting together the Legos. Because contrary to popular belief, not every engineer likes Legos. But unless they're the flowers.
Oh yeah.
I do like those. But the dual lock, there's something so satisfying about it. It's my favorite part, for sure. Yeah.
You have to Velcro the pieces onto the field for those who aren't aware.
Oh, and I will say, one of the ways that FIRST has directly impacted me as an engineer, my love for dual lock has never stopped. And I actually am on an air club team here, and we use dual lock for all our component mounting. So, very practical use of FLO right there.
Oh yeah.
Love dual lock.
So listeners are enjoying this.
Yeah, if not, I'm so sorry, but thank you for sticking around.
I'm personally a big fan of the pod. I'll listen to it on my way to class or on a car ride.
I will be honest, the episodes that I'm in, I turn it on 2 times speed, because there's something about hearing yourself.
I think that's a thing, like scientifically, you just don't like hearing your own voice. I don't know what it is, but...
Yeah, good thing I don't have to edit.
I felt like that kind of sounded like horses. Everyone in the room seems to agree. I'm gonna put these back.
Here we have a piece of PFP history, or just history in general. Wow. This is an award from 2009.
Please don't call 2009 historical.
My little sister was born that year.
That's crazy.
I know, she's 15, so I guess it's kind of historical.
That's like vintage.
15 years old. I think 20 years old is vintage.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're vintage.
We're still modern then, 2009.
Okay, my bad.
It's Y2K.
Oh, complete. This is from Y2K. It is the first robotics competition, also known as FRC. Judges Award, Boilermaker Regional.
Wow. You win that.
How's it here?
I don't know. We have a lot of really cool artifacts in our office. Another reason to join our club. We have an office. Not a lot of organizations at Purdue have an office, so we're really lucky.
It's a cool study space.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little dusty.
Just a little deadly.
I'm gonna... I'm allergic.
Oh, I like this because I like the first logo on it. You have the triangle and the circle and the square. And I just think that was a really clever design. And whoever made this, kudos to you.
We have a new object.
I like that. I'm a big fan of scratching noises and like squeezing. Good find, Lindsey.
Yeah. So same.
Yes.
Obviously, a lot of our PFP members do a lot of volunteering. Do you like to volunteer?
Oh, I love to volunteer. Outside of just being a media director, I'm at most competitions, I'd say. I try to go to as many as I can. I haven't done FLL because last semester I was abroad, so I missed the entire FLL season, which really sucked because, I mean, obviously I'm so grateful I was abroad. I loved it. But the FLL, those are really inspiring because I usually like to do the judge role, and it's just like being with like younger students and really inspiring them and telling them like how they can improve what they're working on, and like it really is like it's constructive criticism, and they do apply it because I've seen kids that are like 4th graders, 5th graders, whatever. I've seen them then in FTC a year later, and they're just so much more confident in themselves, and it's honestly like it's so inspiring to see. I also just love being a judge because I get to appoint them like what they're winning, and seeing them like stand up and cheer, like I tear up every time. It's so like, it's not supposed to be emotional, but
It's inspiring, for sure.
it gets emotional.
You get to reward all their hard work, and I know, like, I got the chance to judge, I think twice now, and I know the feeling of being a kid in the stands, and you put all that effort in, and then to be like, wow, someone noticed, and they thought what I was doing was cool and impressive.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat to be able to get to bring that joy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel like when I was a student, I never really understood how much work goes into first competitions, and especially like the awards and like the judges. We get there before everyone else. We really like we go through every single team and we really like analyze everything they're doing, and like that sounds intimidating, but it really is just like everyone is so exceptional, and we're really just making sure that like we get to recognize those who deserve to be recognized, and everyone usually does, and so we will be in there for hours discussing who deserves to win. And like I don't know, that's really also helped my communication skills, I'd say, because you get passionate.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it helps. I mean, first, even being a volunteer, you still take so much away from it and gain so much. I think like being a judge, you gain like the critical thinking and like making decisions, because you not only are deciding who's getting these awards, but then you have to justify to other judges why this team should get the award over another team. So it's definitely everything. From queuing to emceeing the judging, there's always something you can learn and grow in.
Oh, for sure. If you haven't volunteered, I suggest volunteering. There's not a thing I would do to have another competition this season. Like, I do love it. You lose a lot of sleep and you spend all day missing the sun, but
it's worth it.
It's worth it. Because in the summer, that's when the sun's out anyways. So.
It's dark and gloomy and usually snowy anyways.
Yeah. Sometimes usually it rains, so you'd want to be inside anyways. Might as well spend it all day with robots.
I mean, that's where the cool stuff is.
Oh yeah. There's not a team I wouldn't give an award to as well. Everyone is so deserving of everything they've done and gotten, but yeah, I don't know. I love it. I love volunteering.
So Sam, switching gears, what made you want to join PFP?
Yeah, so I had a weird relationship with First in high school, actually. Like, I enjoyed being on the team, sort of, but I did have a lot of anxiety and constantly, like, a lot of it was, like, stuff that I'd been telling myself, and I did hold myself back a lot, and I noticed that, but there was also, it was, at points, a constricting environment for myself. And there were times where I was like, should I just drop the team? I don't know what to do, like, but I stuck through it with it because I could tell that there was a larger community out there. I didn't really know what it was or how to get to it, and I also really suffer, like, a lot of the time from, like, having tunnel vision. Like, I am so focused on like what I'm doing and what's going on with like my life that I just like ignore the bigger picture and the larger community, and that's something that I've definitely improved on in the past years, and PFP has definitely helped with that. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to stay involved with First in college or not. Like, I don't even know if that was on my mind. And luckily, our president Sam was my orientation leader, BGR, when I was a freshman in college, and I brought up the fact that I was on 1024, and she got so excited. She was like, you have to join Purdue First. And I was like, okay, like, I don't know, like, I didn't really know how to join clubs or anything. Like, I'm extroverted, but I just, like, struggled with putting myself out there. But once I'm out there, like, I'm good at it. But I know that's something that people can relate to. But, so I just didn't really know what to do, and I just didn't join it my first semester. Like, I think I missed the call-out meeting or something, and I was like, oh, I can't join it halfway through the semester. Like, that's so weird. By the way, that's not weird. People do that all the time. I just, like, got in my own head, and, like, that's advice I'd give, honestly. Like, don't do that to yourself. Don't put yourself in your own head. Get out there, do things. People don't care if you're new. Like, they want to know you. They want to know that you're interested in stuff.
I mean, like, not just PFP, but everywhere, but, like, they're welcome with open arms, new people. I mean, like, we just want people to feel like they belong somewhere and have somewhere that they can continue first, so...
PFP is a really good place for that. So I'm lucky that my second semester I decided I was going to go to the call-out meeting, but I ended up doing it. It was so worth it. I've created so many friends from this. I've become so much closer with Sam, and I've gotten to do so many cool projects and done so many volunteering events, and I even started off a little bit slow with the volunteering as well. I think I only volunteered at one FRC event that freshman year, and it was state, and I didn't even volunteer during the competition. I just volunteered like during setup, and I like cut my thumb, and so I couldn't do anything more. Like, it was just it was a mess, but it was so worth it. It's such a good memory, and I don't know, like, I love PFP, and I'm really glad that I joined it, and I'm glad that Sam was my leader, because I don't even know if I would have heard of this organization without it, and I don't know where I would be without it. So
yeah, it's a big campus.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good like story for that. Like, I know, like, a lot of people get nervous, like, they don't have all that time in college to devote, like, I mean, like, we volunteer a lot of weekends, and, like, I think that's important to note that, like, I know my first year, I think I only went to one FLL and one FTC,
Yeah.
And it's like, you're still new, and that's okay. If that's all you can commit, then
Dip
that's
your
all.
toe in the water.
Yeah, we'd love to have you, regardless of how much time, like, your presence and anything.
Yeah, for sure.
So, you don't have to commit 120%.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll do a little bit of last ASMR, and then we're going to say our goodbyes, our farewells. Sorry for a long episode, but
I hope you enjoy.
we have a lot to talk about. It's
Yes.
a really important club, and this was a fun episode to record. So.
This episode, we got nails just for this, so for our visual viewers, we have some, let's see here, some French tip and sparkly glued on.
I just have a little periwinkle.
I will say, I used to wear nails on my robotics team, and I was in charge of fishing the washers and nuts out of the U-beams on a robot. Wow. Because I could get my nail down in there. I had really long nails.
I'm impressed. I would not do that.
Yeah.
The most I ever touched a robot was deburring the sides. And I enjoyed it, but...
That's shocking.
I was probably one of the only people that did, but I like repetitive motion. Probably why I enjoy ASMR. It's a lot of just scratching, like deburring is.
Oh, we have a robotics feature from this year.
Ooh, that's true. Our last feature of the recording. This is a algae? This is an algae from the Reefscape game this year.
It smells like a car company.
Oh,
Like
it
a new
does.
car.
It smells like a car. I don't know if I enjoy that. So I think while we're doing this, we're going to say our farewells.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me on the podcast, Lindsey. I actually really enjoyed this. I'm excited to listen back to it.
This was awesome.
Maybe I'll go to sleep to this one night.
Oh, I could see that. If not, I hope we were a calming presence for you today. To anyone listening, I know with finals in college, people getting colleges acceptances back.
It's a little stressful.
Yeah, the world is stressful.
But you'll do fine. You'll go out there, you'll find your community like PFP did,
Yeah.
and you'll be okay.
And we hope FIRST can be a part of it.
Yeah.
We've reached the end of the episode, so PF parting is such sweet sorrow.
See you next time.